Hey guys, it's Troy with DIY Home and Auto. Welcome back. We're going to be working on Wallace the 66, but first, one of my viewers sent me a little package. He said it was coming. This is from Alex Clark. He sent me something for my wall up here. That's why I keep pointing up here. Let's open this and see what we got. Alright, cool. Well, he sent me several different things, emblems. F250, that looks like it's off of something a little more modern, something in the 2000s probably. Little badge that says custom. And a F250 XL, that's something maybe in the 80s, maybe the 90s. F250 XL, custom. That'll look good up there on the wall. Not sure what era these things come from. Alex, if you're watching, comment down below. But thanks for sending those over. I really appreciate that. If you guys have something that you think would look good on my wall back here, be sure and shoot those over. Address, P.O. Box, down in the description down below. Appreciate that. Let's get to work. Very cool. In all my years of working on cars without a lift, just on the garage floor, cement floor, sometimes even in the gravel, I've never had a creeper. I finally treated myself to a creeper. This was on sale at Harbor Freight. I think it was like $27.99. They come in multiple colors. I wanted to get a red one because everything else in my garage is kind of red, but they had blue and then like a, I don't know what the other color they had in stock was. But I went with blue just because that matches some of my other stuff. But anyway, I now have one of those, so that's pretty cool. I should have got one of these years ago. So this is the canister for the fuel filter. I took it for a quick ride on the wire wheel, up and down all around. Used a little scrub, like a brass scrub brush and some carb cleaner on the inside. Got that better than used, but not quite new. But good enough for this. I'm a little nervous to put something so shiny back on Wallace the 66 for fear of what it's going to make everything else look like. Basically in this video, we are working on the fuel system. I want to get a good, clean fuel supply going to the engine. We're going to try to use the existing mechanical fuel pump that's on this. If not, I may have to replace it. When I spun this off, it also spun the entire housing. I don't know if that did any damage to the pump or not. Test it and find out. But next step is disconnect the fuel lines from the tank behind the seat all the way up to the pump. Make sure that that line is cleared out. We're going to blow some air through it, blow some cleaner through it, blow more air through it until what comes out is good and clean. We know that that's good to go. Check for leaks, that sort of thing when we're blowing air through it, high pressure. Replace any of the rubber hoses. I know it's a fixed line or a metal line from behind the seat down below, but what connects to the pump itself has rubber hose coming off it, so I don't know how far the metal goes. I haven't scoped that out yet. That's what we're gonna decipher right now. I treated all these fittings, well, this fitting and the bolts that hold the tank in with AIM. Last time I worked on this, I just kind of soaked them real good. You can see that it kind of soaks into the metal. It actually absorbs into that metal. It's amazing stuff. It really is. I can't talk enough good about that product. And this is bigger than that. So this is the line out from it's the pickup tube essentially that goes out to the fuel pump itself. And that AIM I'm going to show you how rusty this fitting is here in just a second. You saw how not hard I tugged on that for it to come out. It's almost finger loose at this point. But it wasn't seized up on the tube itself. Sometimes you have to be really careful that when you twist that nut, it doesn't twist the tube with it. And the AIM really helps with that as well. I sound like I should be sponsored by them, but I'm not. Stuff is just absolutely amazing. It's way better than PB Blaster. WD-4 doesn't even work, is what I call that stuff. Alright, so there's that. I need to get this out to where I can blow some air through it. I'm going to show you guys up close what that thing looks like and how this AIM stuff broke that free. Check this out. Like nothing. Like nothing you've ever used before, that's for sure. And now I'm going to physically get the tank out of here so that we can check it for leaks and also check down inside of it for how much rust is in there. So this project is taking a giant leap forward at this point. Now that I know the motor works, I'm confident as can be to just keep moving forward, put some time and energy and even some money into this thing. $2,500 budget build. We got 9/16. Nope, 1/2 inch. Not as big as I thought they were. Oh my gosh. I haven't touched these yet, but look. They were rusty as could be. And they just come out. This one's finger loose. And I did not do that. That was not staged. AIM from Planet Safe Lubricants, I'm telling you. You gotta get some of that. Alright, tank is loose other than the filler neck. If I twist it and pull out at the same time. Oh yeah. That's the secret. Woo, that stinks. Oh wow. Oh my goodness sakes alive. That is some nasty, nasty gas in there. Whatever's in there, however much there is nasty. Should be loose. If I take it out the passenger side, we should be able to make it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how bad that stinks. I've never done this before. How's that gonna come out? I thought it would just lay forward. There must be a trick to this that I don't know the answer to. Oh, that's healthy stuff right there, coming out of the filler neck. I don't know if that's wasp nest or something. This tank's gonna be full of all sorts of fun stuff, I can see that. Kind of excited to see what virgin paint looks like behind this as well. Question is, how much does it have in it? Okay, there we go. Oh, that is really rusty. I can see without even having a flashlight on it. Oh dear. Well, let's try not to scratch anything up too bad. Don't want any unnecessary patina under the seat, you know? Ooh, is that the build sheet? Oh, no, it's just gonna be a receipt or something. Let's see what we got. Group order form for famous top quality Alaska seafoods. Looking for a year. I don't know, but this should give you a clue. Halibut is $1.80 a pound. What about Alaska salmon? 5-pound bag, $2.50 a pound. Huh, very interesting. Moving on. Yep, there's definitely stuff in this. Ooh, 5 gallons maybe? Well, More stuff to clean. Looks like these pads had shifted around. I think they're supposed to be up on this flat section here, matching the one over there. I'm gonna have to clean this before I put it all back in, but I'm not doing that today. I'm too excited to get fresh fuel to the engine. Got the filler neck out. Well, obviously. Took a little doing. We got it. Those were stuck to the hose pretty bad. Had to kind of pry on those to get them to pop free. Once they were free, pried on the filler neck itself in both of the tank side and the filler neck side before it finally broke free from the metal, and then eventually was able to pull it out. But I got it. Not sure if you'll be able to see this or not, but down inside of there is just big time rusted, corroded, whatever. The cap wasn't sealed for I don't know how many years, so there's obviously going to be some water and who knows what other kind of debris down inside that tank. And there's the actual filler neck hose that came off of it. Whew, that gas is really strong. Yummy. And when I first disconnected the filler neck hose, you can see all the stuff that fell out of the inside. There's an actual beehive, small, and then just lots of just debris. I don't know what it is. I'm sure it's all part of bees and bees' nests and whatever. A dirt dauber nest back behind the bench seat. That's not awesome. So we'll get all that stuff cleaned out of here. It'll be better than used, not quite new. I am way too anxious to get this thing fired up to temperature, make sure we have no leaks in, head gaskets, all the things, right? Radiator, coolant system, whatever. So I'm just gonna rig up with kind of a little jerry can, a quick fuel system that goes through the new fuel filter that I'm gonna put on. So that's where I'm at, and I just want to fire this thing up and hear it run and idle and kind of tune it just a little bit under its own power. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm trying to get accomplished at this point. So I'm going to pre-fill the bowl with the filter in it, just so that the pump doesn't have to work so hard to actually get fuel all the way up into the system. So that is the game plan. Working theory, at any rate. At any rate, that's something my dad says. Learn from the best. Oh, spilling it everywhere. That's beautiful. Just go at this point. It's fine. Let me go over here. Alright, filled her right up to the brim. This is probably not the best idea. If you decide to do this, don't blame me. You're doing stuff at your own risk. I do have to get that on there first. Stay. Oh, it's getting dark on me. Nice. I'm already down here, so let's just do this. Alright, we have a clean fuel filter, a brand new fuel line. Oh my gosh. I need some shop towels. Alright, status update while I hook this up. We got the bowl full on the carburetor. So that's ready to roll. Hooking up my little starter switch bypass dilly bob. I've got a GoPro hooked up, staring at the tailpipe so we can see if it blows any smoke. Get a good cold start video out of this as well. That's gonna be kind of cool. Alright, we got that. We got a new fuel filter in it, a brand new fuel line rubber fuel hose that goes down to a jerry can. I cleaned the hard line that goes from the fuel pump to the carburetor. This is fuel pump test numero uno. Turn the key on, and then we can get cranking. I'm hoping it'll run long enough that we can heat things up, bring things up to temperature, up to pressure, check gauges on the front, you know, stuff like that. Full top to bottom test. Fire in the hole. Woo! Little backfire action. Almost forgot to choke it. Boy, he idles good. That's great. Oh, we got a fuel leak. We're leaking fuel. Woo! We are leaking fuel out of that fuel pump like crazy. I think that when I spun that, the whole housing, that it broke some sort of a seal in there. I was a little afraid of that, but I didn't know how else to get that thing off other than just really get cranking on it. But man, he idles. He idles so good. Just right now. I'm curious what that tailpipe looked like. Did you see that? That's amazing. Well, I gotta order a fuel pump before I go any farther at all. Geez, I'm tempted to just leave all this stuff. I have new spark plugs, I have new plug wires, I've even got a new solenoid, whatever that thing's called, the lightning pusher outer 4000. Do I want to go to all that expense? I already bought it. I already bought the stuff. I do need to start working on brakes eventually. Thanks for watching, guys. Tune in next time when we finish this project, get the gas tank back in the truck and running on its own fuel system instead of just the jerry can. I was able to get the truck running long enough to get up to temperature. We have no coolant leaks, no major oil leaks that I can see at this point. Everything else seems to be in good working order. We're ready to just kind of charge forward and make some good progress on this truck very quickly. This video just got a little bit long, so I'm cutting it in half. I kind of edited out the stuff that I felt was unneeded, unnecessary. It's still pretty long, and I apologize for that. But the next one, we'll get the tank back in and get this Get Wallace gas video all wrapped up. We'll also do a budget update on our $2,500 budget, show you where we stand on that. I've spent a bunch of money on some stuff that's still coming up. That budget's not going very far, very fast, so I'm hoping to get it registered. I've got to get wheels and tires figured out, interior put back together and workable, and then we'll see what we have left after all that. But hoping to be able to drive it, enjoy it, and then do modifications beyond that as we go. Please check the links down below for affiliate links. Using those links doesn't cost you any money. It just kind of helps give me a little kickback from like Amazon or the other affiliates. So it's an easy way to support the channel, support the build. All that money goes right back into producing content for you guys, and I really appreciate it. So if you haven't already done so, please like, comment down below, and share this video with your friends. Really appreciate it. It helps more than you know. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks, guys.
Did you see that? That's amazing.